Act 5, Scene 1. Enter a doctor of physic and a waiting gentlewoman. We're back at Macbeth's castle. I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. I haven't seen happen what you've told me happened. When was it she last walked? Since his majesty went into the field, since Macbeth has gone to war, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed. Yet all this while in a most fast sleep. A great perturbation in nature. To receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. It's unnatural, huh? In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say? That, sir, which I will not report after her. You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should. Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. Have you figured out what they're talking about? They're talking about Lady Macbeth. The gentlewoman is like the servant of Lady Macbeth and is telling the doctor that, I'm concerned she's been sleepwalking at night. And I just need someone else to watch and see what's going on. Enter Lady Macbeth with a taper, with a candle. So here she is. She's going to be sleepwalking again. Lo, you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life she's fast asleep. Observe her. Stand close. Here, let's hide. How came she by that light? How'd she get that light? Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually. 'Tis her command. You see her eyes are open. Aye, but their scents are shut. What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands. It's an accustomed action with her, to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue in this a quarter of an hour. Yet here's a spot. Hark, she speaks. I will write down what comes from her, to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly. Out, damned spot, out, I say. 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord. Fie, a soldier, and you're afraid? What need we fear who knows it, when none can call our power to account? No one knows what we've done. Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him? And of course, she's talking about Duncan right now. You can imagine the gentlewoman and the doctor's expression as she says this, because, gosh, she's making herself look pretty guilty of assassinating the king. And the doctor's surprised. He says, do you mark that? Did you hear that? And here she says more. Lady Macbeth is going to talk about Macduff right now. The Thane of Fife, Macduff, he had a wife. Where is she now? She's dead, remember? What? Will these hands never be clean? No more of that, my lord. No more of that. You mar all with this starting. You're afraid and you're wrecking everything with all this killing that you're doing. Go to, go to. You have known what you should not, the doctor says about Lady Macbeth. She has spoke what she should not. I'm sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known. Here's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. What a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged. She's got a lot of regret in her heart. I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body. I wouldn't take her heart. I wouldn't trade places with her, even to be queen. Well, well, well. Well, pray God it be, sir. This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep, who did die holily in their beds. She might not be guilty. She might just be talking crazy. Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on his grave. Ooh, Lady Macbeth, she's giving even more away here, isn't she? And the doctor's surprised. Even so, they killed Banquo too. To bed, to bed, there's knocking at the gate. Come, 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 give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed. And Lady Macbeth exits, still sleepwalking. Will she go now to bed? Directly. Foul whisperings are abroad, how people are saying bad things about this king and queen. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles, like sleepwalking. Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More needs she the divine than the physician. She doesn't need a doctor, she needs a god. God forgive us all. Look after her, remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes on her. The means of all annoyance, anything she might be able to use to hurt herself, remove it from her so she can't kill herself, and yet still watch her, because this is dangerous. So good night. My mind she has amazed, and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak. Good night, good doctor. They exit. Scene 2, Drummond colors. We're back out with Malcolm here in the English field marching to Scotland. Menteith, just a soldier. The English power is near, led on by Malcolm, his uncle Seward, and the good Macduff. Revenges burn in them, for their dear causes would the bleeding and the grim alarm excite the mortified man. They have so much revenge in them that dead men would even rise and fight, right? Malcolm is revenging or avenging his dad's death, and Macduff is avenging his wife and kids' death. Angus, who is another soldier, says, well, near Birnam Wood shall we well meet them. That way are they coming. This builds suspense because we know the witches said Macbeth will be safe until Birnam Wood marches to Dunsinane Hill. And here we have the soldier setting up near Birnam Wood. Who knows if Donalbain be with his brother? Is Donalbain coming with Malcolm? For certain, sir, he is not. I have a file of all the gentry. There is Seward's son and many unrough youths that even now protest their first of manhood, a lot of young soldiers. What does the tyrant? Where's Macbeth? Great Dunsinane, he strongly fortifies. He's up on Dunsinane Hill, which is a really good place to be. In battle, up on a hill, good place. Some say he's mad. Others that lesser hate him do call it valiant fury. But for certain, he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule. He's out of control. Now does he feel his secret murders sticking on his hands. Now minutely revolts upbraid his faith breach. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. He has no royal friends, right? The soldiers that are with him are only there because they're forced to be there. Nobody is loyal to Macbeth anymore. Now does he feel his title hang loose about him, like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief. Who, then, shall blame his pestered senses to recoil and start, when all that is within him does condemn itself for being there? Well, march we on, to give obedience where 'tis truly owed. Malcolm is owed the obedience, and so we're going to march on, and we're going to defeat Macbeth. Meet we the medicine of the sickly weal, and with him pour we in our country's purge each drop of us. Who's the medicine of Scotland? Malcolm. Malcolm is the medicine. Malcolm is the doctor of the country. He will make everything right again. He's the natural heir to the throne. He will save the country. So here Caithness is saying we're going to go meet Malcolm, the medicine, and we're going to pour ourselves, along with Malcolm, into our country to save it. Or so much as it needs, says Lennox, as much of us as it needs, to do the sovereign flower and drown the weeds. Macbeth is like the weeds, He's wild, he's out of control, he's growing where he's not wanted. Pluck him out. Make we our march toward Birnam. They exit marching. Scene 3. Enter Macbeth, the doctor, and attendants. Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. We're getting the idea he's getting bad news here and he doesn't like it. Till Birnam Wood remove to Dunsinane, I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences, the witches, have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's born of woman shall ever have power upon thee. Then fly, false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt nor shake with fear. I don't be afraid of anything. Enter servant. The devil damn thee black, thou cream-faced loon. Where gottest thou that goose look? Why do you look so afraid? Sir, there is the 10,000. Geese, villain? No, soldiers, sir. Oh, go prick thy face, and overread thy fear, thou lily-livered boy. What soldiers? Patch, death of thy soul. Those linen cheeks of thine are counselors to fear. What soldiers, whey-face? The English force, so please you. Take thy face hence. The servant exits. Seaton, Seaton is like Macbeth's servant, a paid servant, I'm sure. I'm sick at heart when I behold Seaton, I say. This push will cheer me ever, or disseat me now. This battle that's coming on, it's going to cheer me ever, secure my throne, or disseat me now, take me out of power. I have lived long enough. My way of life is fallen into the sear, the yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age, like things like honor, love, obedience, troops of friends, I must not look to have. I've lost all of those things. But in their stead, curses. I have curses instead. Not loud, but deep. Mouth honor. Breath, which the poor heart would fain deny and dare not. Seaton! Seaton isn't coming. Not a very loyal servant here, huh? No one's loyal to Macbeth anymore. Enter Seaton. What's your gracious pleasure? What news more? All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported. The English army is coming. I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Hack the flesh from my body, I'll fight. Give me my armor. 'Tis not needed yet. I'll put it on. Send out more hearses. Scur the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Give me mine armor. How does your patient, doctor? He's asking about his wife now. Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick-coming fancies that keep her from her rest. Well, cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow? Raise out the written troubles of the brain? And with some sweet oblivious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart? Can't you fix the heart? Oh, therein the patient must minister to himself. Throw physics to the dogs, I'll none of it. Come, put mine armor on, give me my staff. Attendants begin to arm him. Seaton, send out. Doctor, the thanes fly from me. Come, sir, dispatch. If thou couldst, doctor, cast the water of my land. Find Lady Macbeth's disease and purge it to a sound and pristine health. I would applaud thee to the very echo that should applaud again. Pull it off, I say. What rhubarb, senna, what purgative drug would scour these English hence? Hearest thou of them? So here, first he's telling the doctor, cure my wife, and now he switches gears a little bit, and he's asking, is there any rhubarb, senna, any drug, anything, any herb or spice that we can get that's going to purge or get rid of the English? Do you know of them? Kind of ironic because Malcolm has been described as the medicine. Malcolm is going to win here. Doctor, aye, my good lord, your royal preparation makes us hear something. I'm hearing something, maybe an army coming. Bring it after me. I will not be afraid of death and bane till Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane. And the doctor says aside, so Macbeth can't hear this. Were I from Dunsinane, away and clear, profit again should hardly draw me here. If I were away from Dunsinane, if I were out of here, you couldn't pay me to come back. They exit.